So, Suggestopedia. So, what I have said, that is music, any kind of music will soothe our mind and also the mental stage. And previously we have learned, the lower the stage, the greater the learning. That is also related to this method of language teaching, that is called Suggestopedia. And here we see that is also this seems like a concert, but it is a classroom. And in this classroom, the language teaching is done with the help of Suggestopedia. So classroom is oval in size, oval, okay, not the way you are sitting in this classroom, okay. And also look here, okay, that is called, what is called? It is called nap. Nap means, in another way, it is called power nap. Why? Suppose you are passing through a busy day, and if you get 15 minutes nap, then it will refresh your brain, just like the computer, refresh the computer button, and also the smartphone, if you can refresh the smartphone. So the napping will refresh your brain. And simultaneously, it has been found in a research that in an organization, it was an investigation that out of 1,000 employees, 500 were allowed to take 15 minutes nap at 2 p.m. after lunch, and others didn't. So the person or the employees who got the chance to have 15 minutes power nap, they can perform better after their 15 minutes power nap in office time. Okay, so just kind, it is the classroom, and in this classroom students are taking power nap, not for all days. এই ন্যাপ যদি ঘন্টা পার হয়ে যায় তাহলে সেটা আর ন্যাপ থাকে না, সেটা হয়ে যায় ঘুম, গভীর ঘুম অথবা হালকা ঘুম। Okay, so this is nap. Okay, and this is actually another criteria of Suggestopedia. That means, is this a classroom or is this a throne, সিংহাসন? এটা কি সিংহাসন না ক্লাস? কিন্তু actually in case of Suggestopedia, classroom chair will be like this, not like that. That is very hard. Okay, so classroom chair will be armchair. Okay, and the music will be there, a special kind of music that is called Baroque music. Baroque music became popular in 1650 decades to 17 decades. 1650 to 17th century. That music, the classical music that dominated Europe, that is called the Baroque music. So Baroque music will be there, and the chair will be the armchair, and the classroom will be the oval in shape, not like the jigsaw. Okay, so that would be the method of this researcher, and that teaching method is called Suggestopedia. And try to create the condition of feeling safe in the home. In the home means মাতৃগর্ভে বাচ্চারা যেভাবে সিকিউর সেফ থাকে, সাজেস্টোপেডিয়াতে লার্নার থাকবে এরকম সেফ। এবং এরকম সেফ থাকার জন্য কি লাগবে তাদের? আর্ম চেয়ার লাগবে। এবং দ্য ক্লাসরুম উইল বি দ্য কালারফুল, not only the classroom, the teacher will be dressed bright and extravagant dressing, and color will be there in case of the classroom, in case of the chair, and also the dress up of the teachers and the students. Okay, just for what? Just to give you the feeling that you are safe and healthy in mind and with the atmosphere. Why? Actually, Georgi Lozanov, who is the proponent of this method, Georgi Lozanov. Okay, and he has created this one, that is affective filter. Previously we have got this term, the lower the stress, the greater the কেন দরকার এরকম আর্মচেয়ার মিউজিক? আপনি ভাষা শেখাতে এসে আপনি কি মিউজিক পড়াবেন নাকি? এটা কি মিউজিকের ক্লাস? Actually, Georgi Lozanov said that actually to less your effective filter lower. So effective filter, if it becomes high, আপনার যদি স্ট্রেস এর প্যারামিটারটা যদি হাই থাকে তাহলে হচ্ছে আপনার ভাষা শিক্ষা অথবা যে কোনো ধরনের শিক্ষা কি ব্যারিকেডেড হতে পারে। And for this reason, in order to make your effective filter low, this is suggested that is affective filter will be low not with the enthusiastic or motivational speech by the instructor motivational কথা বললো, ইনস্ট্রাক্টররা হাসালো, ইনস্ট্রাক্টররা অনেক কথা বললো, এটা দিয়েই হচ্ছে আপনার স্ট্রেস লেভেলটাকে লো করা যায় না। স্ট্রেস লেভেল, in order to make your stress level low, that is the internal with the help of your motivation, and there will be the external things that will make your effective filter low. আপনার স্ট্রেস লেভেল কমবে দুটো কারণে, একটা ভিতর থেকে, একটা হলো বাহির থেকে। ভিতর থেকে কমবে উইথ দ্য হেল্প অফ মোটিভেশনাল স্পিচ, ইউ ক্যান ডু দ্যাট, দিস ইনস্ট্রাক্টর সে দ্যাট ইয়েস ইউ ক্যান ডু। Many students like you are getting their PhD from University College London, that means UCL. Many of you can get your scholarship from Harvard University, John Hopkins University, Yale University. This is the thing, that is the internally you are motivated. But how? And if you are internally motivated, then your stress level will low. Another thing is that external motivational factor. What is that? That is armchair, colorful setting of the classroom, and also the oval setting. Oval setting, if you said, that means I can see the face of the last benchers. If all the see in this way, oval shape, I can see all the faces of the learner. So the classroom will be the oval in shape. So affective filter will be low in terms of two things, that is internal factors and also external factors. Okay. So and for this reason, external factors, sometimes noise. If you keep your eye closed and you can hear the ringing of the bell of the rickshaw, you can hear the sound outside, okay, that will also make you stressful. Okay, so the external noise and previous experience. Another thing is that previous experience. Suppose I had an experience that I went to study French language in Oliver's Procès in Dhanmondi, okay, and I attended 3, 4, 5 and 7 classes, and after that I thought that French language is not for me. I quit. I gave them at that time now 9,000 taka for classes, and 2 books, for 2 books 1,800 taka. But after giving everything, I thought that French ভাষা শেখা আমার জন্য না, তাহলে এটা আমার প্রিভিয়াস ভাষা শেখার একটা এক্সপেরিয়েন্সটা খুব ভালো না। ওই প্রিভিয়াস যদি এক্সপেরিয়েন্স ভালো না থাকে, সেটাও একজন লার্নারকে হচ্ছে কি করে, স্ট্রেসফুল করে। Okay, so internal and external things make someone stressful. That is Georgi Lozanov concern in case of second language learning. Okay, and for this reason he has proposed a method that is called Suggestopedia. Suggestopedia, it has another name that can be called Suggestopedia. That means suggest has been recalled an effective humanistic approach, and this is what is the theory relating to Suggestopedia, that is effective humanistic approach will be there. What does it mean? It means that your effective filter will less, and you will be happy, and you will not feel pressure from the class and outside the class, and that is called Suggestopedia. From the classroom, as I have said, armchair will be there, light is comfortable, everything is bright and colorful, poster will be there, and music will be there. What kind of music? I have said baroque music, and teacher speak confidently, and also the teacher's speech will be delivered with confident tone. Okay, the teacher leads the class in various various activities, not only one, just like the fly your plane and hug your kid, not like that. Okay, so various activities will be involved in case of Suggestopedia. That is the dialogue, for example, question and answer, repetition and the translation. Everything will be there in case of, just like the first slide I have said, that means in case of teaching something, if you have to have, in case of grammar translation method, translation is allowed, but direct method, no translation is allowed. But in case of Suggestopedia, you are supposed to teach the target language, at the same time you have to provide the translation in the native language or your mother tongue. How? That will make you less stressful. আপনি যে ওয়ার্ডটা শিখছেন সেই ওয়ার্ডটার অর্থ যদি আপনি মাতৃভাষায় জেনে যান তাহলে তার কগনিশন, তার বোঝার বিষয়টা ভালো হয়। এজন্য in Suggestopedia it is allowed that with the language of the target language translation will be provided. Okay, and the teacher should integrate indirect positive suggestion. Indirect positive suggestion, yes, you can do this, or you can do this, you can do this. That means enthusiastic words will be delivered by the teachers indirectly, so that they can have the positive mood, positive attitude. Why such kind of attitude? Actually, in case of Georgi Lozanov, the single sentence is very important. Write the sentence in your answer script. Okay, in your exercise book. Learning is a matter of attitude, not attitude, attitude, not aptitude. Aptitude means ability. Sometimes many persons can say that you don't have the ability to do this. আপনার কি যোগ্যতা আছে এরকম বলে, আপনি ভাষা শিখেছেন, ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ শহীদুল্লাহ লার্ন 13 or 18 language at the time. We don't know how. At that time there was no Google, there was no YouTube. তাহলে উনি কিভাবে শিখেছিলেন? এই জর্জি লোজানোভের যে স্পিচটা সেটা তার সাথে মিলে। যদি দ্যাট মিন্স অ্যাপটিটিউড মিন্স অ্যাবিলিটি, আপনার সেই সামর্থ্য নাই ভাষা শেখা, কিন্তু সেখানে বলা হচ্ছে কি যে লার্নিং এই রিফ্লেকশনটা কোথা থেকে আসতেছে, এই রিফ্লেকশনটা কোথা থেকে আসতেছে এটার। ওকে, সো অ্যাপটিটিউড মানে হলো অ্যাবিলিটি, সামর্থ্য। ওই যে আমি বলেছিলাম যে ফ্রেঞ্চ ভাষা শেখা আমার দ্বারা হবে না, এটা আমার অ্যাবিলিটির মধ্যে নাই, কিন্তু জর্জি লোজানোভ বলছেন নো, লার্নিং ইজ আ ম্যাটার অফ অ্যাটিটিউড, not aptitude. It doesn't matter that whether you are able to learn that or not. If you think that, there is a book written by Shiv Khera that is called You Can Win. You can, বইটার টাইটেলটা হলো কি ইউ ক্যান উইন, আপনি জয়লাভ করবেন সিম্পলি। এবং বইটার রাইটারের নাম হলো শিব খেরা, রাইটারের নাম। হ্যাঁ, এই বইটা পারলে কিনেন, পড়েন। এবং সেখানে বলা হচ্ছে কি যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি লার্নিং ইজ আ ম্যাটার অফ অ্যাটিটিউড। হাউ ইউ উইল থিঙ্ক ওকে হি ক্যান ডু ইট, শি ক্যান ডু ইট, হোয়াই আই উইল নট বি এবল টু ডু দ্যাট। তারা যদি করতে পারে, তাদের তো আর 10টা হাত নেই, তাদেরও 2টা হাত, তাই না? তাহলে যদি তারা পারে তাহলে আমি কেন পারবো না? ইট ইজ ইউর অ্যাটিটিউড, ইট ইজ ইউর দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি যে আমি কেন পারবো না। ওকে, সো জর্জি লোজানোভ সেড ইন কেস অফ সাজেস্টোপেডিয়া, in order to boost up your confidence level, আপনার বুস্ট আপ কনফিডেন্ট লেভেলের বুস্ট আপকে গ্রো করার জন্য বলছে যে আপনি কেন পারবেন না। সো জর্জি লোজানোভ সেড দ্যাট লার্নিং ইজ আ ম্যাটার অফ অ্যাটিটিউড, নট আ ম্যাটার অফ aptitude. Yeah, so that is Suggestopedia. So Suggestopedia is a study, a learning method based on the idea how human brain works and how we learn most effectively. Human brain works. So the question, the how does human brain work and how does human brain work effectively? Not like that. Effective one, okay. A machine will be effective if you put oil, okay. So একটা মেশিন তো তেল দিয়ে চলবে, তাই না? গাড়ি চলবে, সব কিছু চলবে। অবশ্যই এখন হাইব্রিড কার বের হচ্ছে, সেই ইলেকট্রিসিটি চলছে, ওকে, ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার। বাট দ্য ম্যাটার ইজ দ্যাট Georgi Lozanov's aspect of Suggestopedia is that how brain can work effectively. That is the, and what is the effective? That there will be no stress, and how your stress level will low, that is eliminating the affective filter. How your affective filter can be eliminated? From the external causes and from the internal causes. You may be affective, you may be stressful for the cause from inside the class and outside the class. Georgi Lozanov suggested this method, that is Suggestopedia, to eradicate all things relating to your stressful situation. And for this reason, music is applied, colorful setting colorful setting of the classroom is over there, music is there, poster is there, painting is there, everything will be there, okay, in case of Suggestopedia. Okay, so that is about Suggestopedia. Okay, in that case, actually Georgi Lozanov commissions in 1978. He presented this idea in Paris, in UNESCO, Paris at UNESCO in 1978, and 2 years later in 1980, UNESCO issued their final report with various mixed views on the theory. On the other hand, it affirmed Suggestopedia as a language teaching technique for second language speakers, but the report also included various criticism of the theory, including the criticism, but the UNESCO confirmed that this Suggestopedia is a technique of language learning method. But we see that there are some theory in it, so Suggestopedia will have some, in case of Suggestopedia, there will have some several sessions. And what are the sessions? That is consist of 3 phases. Suggestopedia is consisted of 3 phases, that is deciphering, concert session and elaboration. Okay, so this deciphering session, a teacher introduces to the students some written or spoken content. হয়তো একটা হ্যান্ডআউট দিতে পারে, সেটা সবাই পড়বেন অথবা টিচার মুখেও বলতে পারেন in the first session, introductory session. And the most materials of the foreign language text in the one left half of the page and the translation on the right hand, just like the first thing. Okay, so what the written documents will be there, everything. In the left hand there will be the target language, what you are supposed to teach, and the right hand there will be the translation, and the translation will be in your mother language. Okay, so translation will be there in deciphering session. And in case of concert session, the consist of active and passive session. Concert session is divided in 2 components, that is active session and passive session. In the active session, the teacher reads the text in a normal speed, and while their students follow. Okay, normal speed and they follow. In the passive session, the student relax just like this. Okay, that is the passive session. Okay, so the student relax and listen to the teachers reading the text. Okay, they would. So the teacher will be, first time active session, teacher will be reading with normal speed, and the learner will also read. But in the second session, teacher will read, but learner will listen and also relax. Learner will not repeat. Teacher এর সাথে বলবে না. And also with that, baroque music, BAROQUE, the baroque music is played in the background. Actually, in case of recitation or some formal presentation, we see the background music. In case of Suggestopedia, there will be a background music. What is the background music? That is called baroque music. Why this music is applied? Because music will make the situation more comfortable and full of relax. And the baroque music refers to the period of dominant style of the Western classical music composed from approximately 1600 to 1750. That is the baroque music will be the concert session. And elaboration, the student express that what they have learned through acting, songs and games. So through the active session, through the passive session, from the deciphering session, what they have learned, they will present. That is called elaboration. And the 4th page of production is also sometimes used. 4th page will be there. That means elaboration can be quite similar to the production. So elaboration and production. The student spontaneously speak and interact in the target language without interruption and correction. Sometimes actually many students starts presenting, কথা বলা শুরু করে, কোনো জায়গায় মিস করলে স্টুডেন্ট অথবা টিচার বলে no, this repeat this. In case of this elaboration session, that would not be. Okay, allow the learner to make mistakes at the time of, যদি আমি তাকে থামিয়ে দেই তার স্মুথ তার গতিটা কি হয়ে যাবে, কমে যাবে। এই জন্য তাকে বলা হয় যে the in case of production and elaboration session the student will be presenting the thing without any interruption and correction. No interruption and correction will be there. Okay, so there will have some, in that case there we see the background. Actually teacher, the most conspicuous characteristics of Suggestopedia are the decoration, furniture, arrangement of the classroom, the use of music, and the authoritative behavior of the teacher. Okay, আমরা ছোট বাচ্চাদের ক্ষেত্রে বলি প্যারেন্টস যেটাই বলুক সেটা ঠিক না, তাদের মিস এবং টিচার যেটা বলেছে সেটা ঠিক। কারণ কিডসরা চিন্তা করে যে তারা টিচারদের কাছে সেটা শিখাচ্ছে, সেটা হলো অথরিটেটিভ ভয়েস উইল বি দেয়ার। Okay, in case of Suggestopedia, accompanied from the decoration, arrangement of the classroom, the authoritative voice will be there. And the claim for suggestive graphic learning is dramatic. There is no sector of the public life where Suggestopedia would not be useful. So he said that actually Suggestopedia is not applied for language learning. In every sector Suggestopedia will be applied. And why? Actually Georgi Lozanov ties the tradition to yoga and Soviet psychology. Actually Georgi Lozanov in his life was attached to the yoga. And yoga, what yoga can do, yoga can soothe your mind. And observing the atmosphere of yoga, this Georgi Lozanov started presenting this method. What is that method? That is the Suggestopedia. That is Suggestopedia. Yoga will soothe your mind in the same way. Classroom atmosphere, the decoration will soothe the learner's mind. And also he was initiated by the affective filter hypothesis by Stephen Krashen. Okay, so a most conspicuous feature of Suggestopedia in the centrality of music and the musical rhythm to learning. Suggestopedia has a kinship with defines of three functions of music therapy. So music therapy, so we can call it Suggestopedia can be called music therapy. So music will make you happy, and in case of this learning method Suggestopedia, music will soothe your mind. Okay, and actually what is the theory in it, but Lozanov didn't mention any theory behind this. However, it seems that he is much concerned with any particular assumption regarding language elements, their organization. The emphasis on memorization of vocabulary pairs, the target language items and its native language translation suggest a view of language. So the memorization process and the stress-free process and the other things, the other hypothesis, that is the soothing mentality, will be relating to Suggestopedia in case of Georgi Lozanov Suggestopedia. Okay, so Suggestopedia is at the heart of theory of learning underlying Suggestopedia. Lozanov distinguishes his theory suggestion from the narrow clinical concept of hypnosis. What is the theory? Hypnosis, most probably hypnotism is a science. Okay, and through the clinical process if a person knows how to hypnotize, he or she can hypnotize you with the help of the process. Okay, so here Georgi Lozanov concept the idea of hypnosis. What is that? A kind of static, sleep-like and altered state of consciousness. So hypnotism কখন ঘটে? মানুষ hypnotist হয়ে যায় যখন, তখন কি যা বলা হচ্ছে তা শুনছে এবং করছে। জর্জি লোজানভ চেয়েছিলেন এই মিউজিক এবং অ্যাটমসফিয়ার দিয়ে লার্নারদের হিপনোটাইজ করে দিতে। অ্যান্ড হিপনোটাইজ করে দিলে কি হবে? তারা একদম অ্যাটেন্টিভ হবে, স্ট্রিম লাইক, দে উইল বি স্ট্যাটিক, দে উইল বি স্লিপ লাইক, অ্যান্ড দে উইল দ্য অল্টার্ড স্টেটস অফ কনসাসনেস, তারা আনকনসাস না। উইথ দ্য অল্টার্ড স্টেট static and sleep-like atmosphere, the learner attention will grow and they will learn the language. So we can say that Suggestopedia is related to humanistic psychology, relating to hypnosis, and also the Soviet yoga. Okay, so that is the thing relating to authority. People remember best and are most influenced by the information coming from the authoritative source. Okay, so as I have said, that means if the teacher says something with the confident tone, you can remember that and you will try to follow that. That is the authoritative voice. Infantilization. Authority is also used to suggest a teacher-student relation like that of the parent to child. In case of Suggestopedia, the relation between teacher and student just like the authority, but the relation will be parent and child. প্যারেন্ট এবং চাইল্ডের মধ্যে যেরকম রিলেশন থাকে, সাজেস্টোপেডিয়ার মধ্যেও সেই একই রকম রিলেশন থাকবে। ওকে, ডবল প্ল্যানেটনেস। The learner learns not only from the effect of the direct instruction, from syllabus will be there, objectives will be there, curriculum will be there, but in case of Suggestopedia he said that no, actually learner will not learn from the syllabus content, but learner will learn from the context as well. ওকে, সো ইনস্ট্রাকশন অনেক সুন্দর, কিন্তু জর্জি লোজানো ভেবেছেন যে ইনস্ট্রাকশনটা কোথায় দেওয়া হচ্ছে, এজন্য বলা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের ক্লাসরুমগুলো সব এসি। কেন? আমাদের ক্লাসরুমগুলো খুব ডেকোরেটিভ, আমাদের ক্লাসরুম হলো পিন ড্রপ সাইলেন্স। সো দ্যাট ইজ রিলেটেড টু সাজেস্টোপেডিয়া। সাজেস্টোপেডিয়া বলা হচ্ছে যে আপনি কোন ইনস্ট্রাকশন এবং কোন টিচার দিয়ে পড়াচ্ছেন সেটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ না, সব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ হলো আপনি কোন কনটেক্সটে সেটা পড়াচ্ছেন। দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড ডাবল প্ল্যানেটনেস। দ্যাট মিন্স ইনস্ট্রাকশন উইল বি দেয়ার এন্ড এট দ্য সেম টাইম কনটেক্সট উইল বি দেয়ার। যদি প্রত্যেকজন স্টুডেন্টকে এরকম করে একটা আর্ম চেয়ার দেওয়া হয় এবং যদি একটা ব্যারাক মিউজিক বাজে, তাহলে সেখানে লার্নাররা ভালোভাবে শিখবে। দ্যাট ইজ ডাবল প্ল্যানেটনেস in case of Suggestopedia. And also some other things, that is the intonation, rhythm and concert, pseudo passiveness, pseudo মানে বিপরীত, opposite passiveness, varying the tone. Sometimes the teacher will be speaking with the loud voice. একই মানে প্রথম থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত টিচার যদি একইভাবে ক্লাস করে যায়, তাহলে সেটাকে বলা হচ্ছে যে সাজেস্টোপেডিয়া একটু কি করতে হবে, সামটাইম দ্য টিচার উইল স্পিক উইথ দ্য লাউড ভয়েস, sometime low voice, sometime will be acting, and rhythm will be presented and varying in tone. The rhythm presented in the materials helps both to avoid boredom through the monotony of the repetition and to dramatize. ওকে, যখন টিচার তার টোন চেঞ্জ করে কথা বলতেছেন, যখন একটু অ্যাক্টিং করছেন, সেটার মধ্যে লার্নিংয়ের ক্ষেত্রে ড্রামাটাইজ চলে আসবে এবং ক্লাসরুমের মধ্যে যে একটা বোর্ডম ভাব চলে আসে সেটাও ওকে। অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ অলসো দ্য প্রসেস। আমরা কোনো কোনো ক্লাসে ভিডিও দেখছি, কোনো কোনো ক্লাসে অডিও দেখছি। দ্যাট মিনস দ্য সেভারাল অ্যাক্টিভিটিস উইল বি ডান অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ট্রু প্রসেস of implementing Suggestopedia in the classroom. In order to eradicate the boredom of the learners, sometimes the teacher will speak slowly, sometimes with light voice, sometimes will act something, that is the intonation, rhythm and concert session. Both intonation and rhythm are coordinated with the musical background. So whatever may be the situation, music will be there. Okay, there will have some design. Okay, that is in Suggestopedia course last 30 days consist of 10 units of study. Classes are held 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, and the central focus to each the unit is a dialogue consisting of 1200 words. So that would be the syllabus. Okay, so you can the syllabus can be divided in such a way that what you are supposed to teach, আপনি কি পড়াতে যাচ্ছেন সেই অনুযায়ী আপনার সিলেবাসটাকে ডিজাইন করতে হবে। ওকে, so learners role are carefully prescribed in case of Suggestopedia. The mental state of the learners is critical to success. যেটা আমরা প্রথমে বলেছিলাম, অ্যাকচুয়ালি সাকসেস রেট অফ লার্নিং এনিথিং, কোনো একটা জিনিসের শেখানোর ক্ষেত্রে সাকসেস রেটটা নির্ভর করবে সেই লার্নারদের মেন্টালিটির উপরে, যেটা জর্জি লোজানভ সেড দ্যাট ইয়েস, লার্নিং ইজ নট আ ম্যাটার অফ attitude, it's a matter of aptitude. And for this reason, learner's role in Suggestopedia, that is the mental states of the learner, is the central thing for successful learning. আপনার যদি মন খুশি থাকে তাহলে আপনি অসাধ্য সাধন করতে পারবেন, আর যদি মন খুশি না থাকে তাহলে যেমন রবীন্দ্রনাথ ঠাকুর 23 বছর বয়সেই লিখেছিলেন নির্ঝরের স্বপ্নভঙ্গ, নজরুল হচ্ছে 23 থেকে 24 বছর বয়সেই লিখেছিলেন হচ্ছে এই বিদ্রোহী কবিতা। ওকে, so learner's mental state is the core in Suggestopedia. So in order to make the learners happy, the arrangement and other things are applied in case of Suggestopedia. Learners must not try to figure out, manipulate or study the materials presented, but must maintain a pseudo-passive state in which the materials rolls over through them. Students are expected to tolerate and in fact encourage their own infantilization. Okay. Actually তাদের লার্নাররা তাদের নিজেদের মনের যে সুশীলভ যে আচরণটা, তারা রিল্যাক্স হলে, তারা খুশি থাকলে যে জিনিসটা কাজ করে, তাদের ব্রেনটা আরও অ্যাক্টিভ হয় and their learning will be successful. Okay, so here some activities will be there. Lozanov lists several expected teachers' behavior that contribute to their presentation. What would be the teacher's role? Show absolute confidence in the method. Display fastidious conduct in the manners and dress. Fastidious means the dress hote hobe colorful. Formal dress pore টিচাররা এই ক্লাসে সাজেস্টোপিডিয়ার ক্লাসে আসতে পারবে না। ওকে, খুব গর্জিয়াস ড্রেস পরে আসতে হবে। দেয়ার ম্যানার্স অ্যান্ড অলসো ড্রেস organize properly and strictly observe the initial stage of the teaching process. This includes choice and the play of the music. Okay, what type of music they will be applying, that will be depending on the teachers. Maintain a solemn attitude towards the session. Solemn, ekdom calm, tranquil position will be there. Give test and respond tactfully to the poor papers. যদি কোনো কিছু স্টুডেন্ট দুই একটা যদি খারাপ করে তাহলে সেখানে খুব ইনডিরেক্টলি মাইল্ড হচ্ছে তাদেরকে ক্রিটিসিজম দিতে হবে, ফিডব্যাক দিতে হবে। এরকম বলা যাবে না যে তুমি মাস্টার্সে পড়ো, এটা পারলা না, এটা করা যাবে। গিভ stress global rather than analytical attitude towards material. গ্লোবালি মানে একটা গ্রেটার পার্সপেক্টিভসে হচ্ছে এই স্ট্রেসটা বলতে হবে বা বলতে হবে যে this is not, it is not your fault, it is the fault of the curriculum or something else like that. Okay, so maintain a modest enthusiasm. That means the encouragement will be there. That would be the teacher's role in case of Suggestopedia. Of course there will have some procedure in case of Suggestopedia, you will be reading that. Okay, and we have also talked about the procedure, that means the conference session, deciphering session, and also the elaboration session. That would be included in procedure in case of Suggestopedia. So Suggestopedia reviewed a rave review of Parrot magazine on March 12 in 1978. Suggestopedia also received a scathing review of the leading applied linguists. Okay, so having all these characteristics, Suggestopedia became a successful, both with some criticism and with some positive sides. Suggestopedia became one of the important methods in English language teaching, where that is presented by Georgi Lozanov, the Swiss psychologist and anthropologist, and if the learner and the instructor follow this Suggestopedia, that will make their stress level low, and for this reason their attitude will be boosted up, their confidence will be boosted up, and language learning will be successful and appropriate. Okay, so thank you.